We're on day 4 of our last practice retirement trip before we hit the road. Today we're at our first ever dispersed camping site.
We are at Grapevine Campground in Sumter National Forest, South Carolina. We found the perfect spot, right on the water.
We just visited our last state park of our tour of Georgia, reaching 75% of the state parks.
We were so surprised by some of them that we wanted to put together our Georgia State Park Superlatives.
These are just our opinions. So if your favorite didn't make the list, tell us about your favorite park in the comments. Best biking. We are always looking for a good place to ride. For a completely different vibe, this one goes to Crooked River State Park. The trails here are smooth, scenic, and just fun. Honestly, it felt like we were riding through a real-life version of Mario Kart. Best resort-style amenities. If you're like me and you don't exactly like to rough it, this is your park. George T. Bagby State Park. I can't believe I've never heard of it before. To be fair, it is pretty far off the beaten path, but definitely worth the drive. Best lodge experience. Some parks have lodges, but this one really stood out to us. Amicalola Falls State Park. After climbing all 604 stairs to the top of the falls, we treated ourselves to a buffet lunch at the lodge with an incredible view to match. Most unique park. This one was unlike anything else we experienced. Stephen C. Foster State Park, which is located within the Okefenokee National Wildlife Refuge. From the swamp landscape to the wildlife, you feel like you're in a completely different world. On our short stay, we only saw one alligator, but we got to witness some owls having a hooting session. It was a truly memorable experience. Best hidden gem. We had to include this one, just for some fun. Moccasin Creek State Park earns the award for best sticker, but also surprised us in other ways. It's the gateway to the hike to Hemlock Falls, which made the visit even more worthwhile. Best camp host. Florence Marina State Park had the most memorable camp hosts. We arrived at the park on Christmas Day, and the visitor center was closed. And the camp hosts showed us to our site, even offering to blow the leaves away from the area. It was just such a nice kindness on a holiday. We didn't expect this at all. Most intense moment. Not every experience went exactly as planned. Our scariest moment happened at Fort McAllister State Park. We were on a bike ride, and we ended up in the back country. The trails were not as clearly marked, and we started to feel like we were getting lost. The terrain got worse, and the signs got more infrequent, and we ended up backtracking because it was starting to get dark. Let's just say we learned a few lessons on this one. Best overall. And finally, if we had to pick just one park, the park that stood above the rest is Tallulah Gorge State Park. The Hurricane Falls Loop alone, with over 1,000 stairs, is an experience. But what makes this park special is that you don't have to do that to enjoy it. The North and South Rim trails offer incredible panoramic views without the intense climb. And for us, it was hard to beat the combination of massive waterfalls and even some unexpected animal encounters. And if you want to see more from the parks we did visit, check out our full Georgia State Park series, because this turned out to be way more than just a warm-up trip for us. It completely changed how we saw our home state.
Come with us as we take a look at the Georgia State Parks.
What's left?
Did you do 4?